Hello, everybody, and welcome to Bird's Nest Designs. Today is Monday, October 16th, and we are here for Make It Monday with a fun, creative sketch challenge today. So for those of you who are joining us for the first time, whether you're watching on my YouTube channel at Bird's Nest Designs or my Bird's Nest Designs Facebook page, welcome. My name is Denise Cox, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Trail, British Columbia, Canada. So if you're watching here live, please say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. And if you're catching the replay, please do the same and I will respond and welcome you when I get the comment. So hello, hello. We just had a fantastic weekend. I held my spooktacular weekend crop this past weekend. It was a 3-day crop where I think there was 26 of us there, 27 of us there, and we scrapbooked and made cards, and it was just a really, really great weekend. So today I am busy putting things away and getting organized and set for a brand new week. Hello, Kathy, welcome. So today we are going to be talking about this week's sketch challenge. And so let me pop that up on the screen. So this is this week's sketch, and it is simple, but it's going to be a really fun one. So we are going to play with this sketch today. And if you guys are new to my weekly challenges, then you'll know that this, or I'll tell you that this sketch will go up on my Creative Corner Facebook group. So it's Bird's Nest Designs Creative Corner. There'll be a post showing that sketch. And then if you want to play along and post your project in the comments of that post, that would be amazing. We all love to see everybody else's creations. So head on over to Facebook and request to join my Bird's Nest Designs Creative Corner, and then we can play along with this week's sketch challenge. Oh yes, the crop is so much fun. So we had a blast. All right, so today and all week, we are going to be playing with the Beary Cute stamp set. Now, it does come as a bundle with the Bear Punch right here. Now, the Bear Punch is out of stock currently. I believe it's coming back at the beginning of November, so not too far away. But today, we are just using the stamp set. We're not going to actually use the punch. So we're going to do that. We're going to play as well with the designer series paper. I've got a couple little pieces here that we're going to use. This is from the Berry Christmas designer series paper, which is back in stock. So that's exciting. I've been waiting for that one. We've got some sequins here too. Again, these ones I believe are not orderable at the moment, but they'll be back. So we can play with those. Yeah, so we're going to have a lot of fun today making a cute and simple Christmas card. Hi, Tina, welcome. Now, before we get too far into the stamping and start turning the camera down, I do want to talk to you guys about a special that's going on in Stampin' Up! World. So if you've ever thought about becoming a demonstrator and sharing your love of paper crafting with others, then this is the perfect time for you to do that. So right now, there are two options for ordering the starter kit. And the starter kit is what we call the kit that you get when you're going to start to be a demonstrator. So normally in Canada, it is $135 and you get to choose $165 worth of product, which is a great deal in itself, right? But right now, Stampin' Up! Is celebrating their 35th anniversary with an amazing deal for you. And so what they're offering is two different choices. First of all, you can save 35% and you can build your own starter kit with $165 worth of product, but you're only going to pay $87.75. So there's no shipping on that and there's no GST. And so you get $165 worth of product for $87.75. So that is an amazing deal. Now, if you have a larger than that wish list that you would like to purchase and you're okay with spending the $135 right now, then you can load up your starter kit with $222.75 worth of product. So you're going to only pay $135, no shipping, no GST on that either. And then in your kit, you're going to also get all those products you choose, plus all of the business supplies that you would need. So catalogs, you're going to get mini catalogs and annual catalogs. You're going to get ordering forms. You're going to get a bunch of business supplies absolutely free. and you're going to get a free paper pumpkin kit in your in with your starter kit. So amazing deal that you do not want to miss. And that special is on until the 31st of October. And then you can become part of my Bird's Nest Stampers team. So shout out to all of my Bird's Nest Stampers who are here watching with us live or catching the replay. Thank you for all supporting us and being here. So we have a lot of fun on our team. We have a monthly Zoom meeting. We have quarterly stamp camps. We have creative challenges. We do a lot, and we're a really great, encouraging, fun community. So if you're interested in joining, the link is in today's video. So check out those comments in the description and click on that link. And if you have any questions at all, please reach out to me. I'm happy to answer all of your questions. So that is all down there. So don't in the description. Okay, my puppies are in here, so hopefully they're going to behave. All right, so today we have a brand new host code, just started today. So the host code right now is right here in the comments. So that host code is new as of this morning. So I might have to just go and put these dogs outside if they're not going to behave. They're very excited. They've missed me all weekend while I was at my crop. Okay. So let's once more just pop up that, hello, Aline, hello, welcome. So I'm going to clear that banner off there now, and I'm going to switch the camera down after I show you. This is the sketch we're playing with today. Oh, come on. Okay. That is a sketch we're playing. Sorry, I had to just go and put the puppies outside, or not outside, but in the other room so they would quit being so noisy. Okay, so here is what we are going to play with today. So we're going to play with Beary Cute all week long here on Bird's Nest Designs. Hi, Carol from Connecticut. Welcome. As I mentioned earlier, this is a punch that goes with the stamp set. You can see it'll cut out this little bear right here. But today we're not going to use the punch. The punch is not orderable until the 7th. I believe it's the 7th of November. But I'm going to show you how we can play with this cute stamp set without needing the punch. Hello, Sherry. Welcome. All right. So as we mentioned earlier, we are playing along with this week's sketch. And so we are going to play with this. Okay. All right. So I've got some designer series paper. I've got some Mossy Meadow. We're going to pair Mossy Meadow with some Night of Navy, as well as pulling some Old Olive from this designer series paper. Now I did cut out the pieces ahead of time, a few of them that we needed. And so this is a Stylish Shapes square. This is the, what size is this one? The 2 3/4 inch square from the Stylish Shapes. And if you guys can see that in the video, it does have stitching all around the outer edge. Okay, so let's start by stamping on our square. I'm going to grab my silicone mat so it makes it a little easier to see what we're doing. Hello, Sherry. Welcome, welcome. Now, I've got all of the stamps we need already on their blocks over here. For ink pads today, we're going to use Old Olive, Mossy Meadow, and Night of Navy. And then, of course, we're going to use a little bit of Memento, too. So let's start with the tree. So what we're going to do is we're going to use Mossy Meadow. And we're going to use the base of the tree. So this is, or not the base, the outline of the tree. Okay, so we're going to just stamp that up here on the square. Kind of on the right-hand side. Just like that, okay? And then we'll take the Old Olive and we're going to take this one here. So this is like the fill-in part of the tree, we'll call it. And we're just going to stamp this right here inside that outline. Okay, so now we have a cute little tree right there. All right. So I'm going to close that up. And the next thing we're going to do is stamp our little polar bear. So we're going to use this polar bear here, the one who's sitting down. He is so adorable. So we're going to use that one. And we'll stamp him with Memento. Now I'm using this as a polar bear right now, but you could very easily color this bear in any color, black, brown, and you could make your own other style of bear. So we're going to use it as a white polar bear, but the options are to color it and make it like a grizzly bear or a brown bear or a black bear. We saw a cute little cub the other day, a little brown bear running across the highway and up the mountain when we were going for a drive the other day. It was so cute. Okay, so now, oh, what am I doing? We don't need that. We need our Knight of Navy. We've already got the stamps already on blocks. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this cute little scarf stamp. Okay, and I've got a puppy hair stuck to there. Okay, and then we're going to stamp the scarf onto the polar bear. This guy kind of looks like the Coca-Cola bear, doesn't he? So there's our scarf on our polar bear. So cute. And I also want to cut out a little toque for him. It's going to be toque weather before we know it. It's chilly outside today. Okay, so we've got a little toque. We've got our polar bear. I think that's all the stamping we need to do. Okay, so I'm really going to really quickly fussy cut out this polar bear because, as I mentioned earlier, there is a punch, but the punch will cut out our walking bear here, but it will not cut out the punched one or the sitting down one. So we're gonna just quickly fussy cut him, which is super easy because it's a nice like smooth lines. There's not a lot of ins and outs and bumps and twirls. So we'll just cut this guy out. I hope you all had a really great weekend. As I was saying earlier, we had so much fun at our Spooktacular crop. I had the hall all decorated for Halloween, and we had lots of treats and lots of fun projects, and everybody was working on some amazing creative projects. It was so great. All right, so we'll cut this out. Almost done. See, it's super simple to fussy cut this guy. I'll just trim that little bit there. And then we'll quickly cut out his toque as well. Ooh. Okay. Now, this cute, Beary Cute stamp set is just absolutely adorable. Okay, so we're done with that. Now, I want to create like a snow effect down here. So an easy way to do that is I just cut a thin piece of cardstock here that's just a slightly bigger than our square. So I think I cut it about 3 inches. And I'm just going to tear this paper. And I'm moving it up and down. And so we're going to get what looks like layers on this piece. So what we're going to do with that is we're going to then come in here and we're going to attach that to our card. But first, before we do that, we're going to attach our bear to our card first. And we're going to use Stamping Dimensionals for the bear. Okay. These are going to make some really cute Christmas cards, winter cards. You could easily make these into birthday cards. Like, this bear is so adorable. So we've got him on there with dimensionals, and then I'm just going to grab, here we go. We've got some mini dimensionals right here. So we'll just pull one of those off and put it on the top of the toque, as close to the top as we can get it. Well, kind of more the center. It's not. And then we're just going to tuck that over top of that one ear. So cute. Like that. Okay, so now we've got our toque and scarf wearing polar bear sitting by the tree. And then we'll take this snow mountain that we created, and we'll just put one dimensional on the edge here. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to just stick a little mini guy down here so that it's not double bumped over our bear. And line that up, the corner here with the corner bottom there, and then we'll just turn it over and snip this excess off. So now we have what looks like a mountain of snow that our polar bear is sitting in. Isn't that cute? I love that. I love the simplicity of layering up the snow. Now, another thing that you can do, and this wasn't planned, but let's just see what it's going to look like. We can just sort of like cut or rip another one a little intentionally thinner, and you could layer it on there too. And then you would have like 2 mounds of snow. Now, because of what I want to do next, I'm not going to do that, but isn't that cute? You guys see that in the camera? I don't know if you can actually see with all the white, but it looks really, really cute. So we've got that guy. We're going to set that aside. And then I'm going to bring in a little piece of, this suite is so fun, Kathy. I agree. It is the best. Okay, so we've got this piece of Night of Navy. And I want to stamp Merry Christmas and have it embossed in white. So to do that, I'm going to bring in my embossing additions kit, which I didn't clean out very well last time I used it with white, but that's okay because we're going to use white again today. So this is our embossing buddy, and we're going to first take and wipe our cardstock with that. Take off any static that's going to be on our cardstock. Okay. And then we'll take, you'll need a Versamark ink pad, and that is what we're going to stamp Merry Christmas on. Okay. So this Merry Christmas is from the Polar Bear stamp. Let me get all these dimensionals out of the way. So it is right here, Merry Christmas. We'll stamp that right in the center. And Versamark ink is like a sticky, clear ink. And so we're going to stamp that like that. Now you can leave it just like that and have it dry, and then you're just going to have like kind of a darkened one. But we're going to, like I said, I want to have this white. And so I'm going to use my tweezers again from the embossing additions kit and bring this tray in. And then I'm using white embossing powder, which is in the Basics collection in the annual catalog. And we're going to sprinkle that on there. And then we'll just tap it off, getting all that extra off, right? Okay. And then before we go and heat that, let's clean this up before I end up with white embossing powder everywhere. So the idea of this is you just screw off that end cap and then use this little paintbrush that's included. And we can brush all of that down to the bottom and back into our tub of embossing powder so that it's not wasted. Okay, so it's simple, easy cleanup. That's back on there. Put this lid on. Okay, then we'll bring in our heat tool. And for everybody who has the Stampin' Up embossing heat tool, or if you're looking at getting one, this one is a really great one. There's 2 heat settings. So there's a I will say warm and hot. Okay, so we're going to put ours onto 2, which is the hotter setting. And I'm just going to let it warm up for a sec. And then we're going to come in and we're going to melt this beautiful powder to make a nice, fun, glossy sentiment. So let's go ahead. Should have warmed this up a bit more before we came live here on the video. Okay, it's starting now. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that, but it's as it melts, it turns to more of a pure white. Okay. Right. Turn that back off. And now we have our sentiment nice and crisp white on this Night of Navy cardstock. So I'm going to remove this. Put that back over here. Okay, so now we can finish assembling our card. Okay, so we're starting with a Mossy Meadow 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4 card base. Give that a fold, and then I'll grab my bone folder here. Okay. Now, remember the sketch we're playing with today. So let me pop that up real quick. So this is today's sketch. Okay. Now, remember, a sketch can be interpreted however you want. It does not have to be identical. So we're going to go a little bit different, but not a whole lot. It's going to be pretty close to this one today, but feel free to take that sketch and interpret it however you want. So we're going to take some of this Beary Christmas paper. I love these fun trees and the colors they've used on this pattern. And on the back are some really adorable polar bears. So we're not going to think about the fact that we're putting adhesive over top of these cute little polar bears. We're just going to think about how cute the backside is that we're using. All right, so let's make sure my card is the right way, fold this to the right. And I'm going to put this designer series paper right up close to the right edge. Okay. So there's that. And then I love this print here. It's like it looks like a sweater to me. It's so fun. So on the back are some really fun gifts, but we're going to use this side here because it matches in with our colors for today. So I'm going to take that piece. Now, the piece I just laid down, the trees, was 2 inches by 5.5. And this piece here, this green piece, is 1.5 by 5. Okay. So then we're just going to kind of center that vertically and up, but right up against the trees. So as you can see, that sketch challenge coming to life here. I don't know if it's going to allow me to, it might. Oh no, I thought I would put it side by side, but here's the sketch just one more time. And then here is the card we're creating so far. So then what we'll do is we'll add on our square. Okay, so that's going to go right here. And I'm just going to use my Stampin' Seal to put that on. Okay, now I don't want to center it in the card because then it kind of hides some of this DSP. So I'm just going to stagger this square in a little bit from the paper so that we have designer paper on both or all around it. Okay. And then lastly, we're going to add our sentiment and we're going to put that straight across the bottom of the snow. Now, that's why I didn't really think adding that second layer was necessary because this is going to actually cover up the majority of it. So for this one, what we'll do is grab some little mini dimensionals here. And we'll just stack these dimensionals right below here. Oh, that didn't work. Right there. So 3 should be plenty. We've got 3 dimensionals right there. Peel those backings off. And then we're going to go ahead and just attach our sentiment over top, kind of centering it on the square. Okay, so there's our sentiment. We've got our cute little Merry Christmas card. Isn't that sweet? And then as I mentioned before in the beginning of the video, we're going to use these glittered sequins. Now, don't mind the mess mine are because I used them in a large class. And so in order to make it go smoothly, I cut the sequins apart. And so now I've kind of got a bit of a mess here because we didn't use them all. But that's okay. They still work just fine. So I'm going to take my Take a Pick tool, and we're going to use the green ones this time. And I'm just going to add, so there are 2 sizes when you get these sequins. Currently they're out of stock, but they're coming back. So you could, if you wanted to make this card right away and you don't have these, and just feel free to use any kind of bling. It doesn't not have to be the same ones. And even if you just have the plain basic rhinestones, you can color them green and add them on too. So we'll take one more small one and let's put the small one just down here in and amongst the trees. So we've got our 3 sequins. Like that. Oh my goodness. Okay, these are just a mess, but that's okay. Like you can see, they work just fine. All right, so last thing we want to do is put our inside the card. And I think what we'll do is, I don't want to put this in there like a naked inside, right? So I'm going to add a tree down in the corner because I think this tree is just so adorable. So let's just put a tree down here. So again, I'm using mossy metal for the outline. And then, oh, thanks, Kathy. Kathy says she loves it. So thank you so much. We're going to then use our old olive and just fill in the tree. Now you could stamp this on, what a fun idea this would be. You could stamp your tree on Mossy Meadow cardstock with Mossy Meadow ink. And then instead of using Old Olive to fill it, you could use white embossing powder and emboss it like we did the sentiment, but emboss this part of the tree and it would look like snow. That would be adorable. So there's another idea for you if you already are falling in love with the Beary Cute bundle. So I'm just going to go ahead and attach that to the inside. Okay. Oop, that's not very straight. Sometimes it's a little bit tricky to line up these things when there's a camera right over top of your workspace. There we go. Okay, so there we have a super sweet Christmas card made with the Beary Cute stamp set. Now, if you'd like to order this Beary Cute stamp set, it is in the mini catalog. You can order it through my online store. The item code is 162016, and you're going to get all of these cute stamps that we use today. And then, of course, you can also order the Beary Christmas Designer Series paper and create this fun, recreate this fun card. Okay, so again, I wanted to thank you all for being here with me this morning and for stamping along for our weekly sketch challenge. I had a lot of fun creating this card with you guys. I hope that you enjoyed it too, and maybe got a few little tips and tricks and ideas to do your own crafting. Reminder that the Joining Starter Kit special is on until October 31st, and I would love to welcome you to our Bird's Nest Stampers team. The other thing I wanted to do was give you guys all a huge shout out for subscribing to my YouTube channel. I did set a goal for myself to be at 1,000 subscribers by December 31st. When I set that goal, I only had about 300 subscribers, and it was late in the spring when I set the goal. And so now I checked this morning and I am only like, I think it was 9 or 11. I can't remember now. I think it was 9 away from hitting my 1,000 subscribers. So thank you to everybody who has subscribed to my channel. I really, really, really appreciate that. And if you haven't done that already, then please head on over to Bird's Nest Designs on YouTube and hit the little subscribe button and help me hit my goal. I'm super excited. It'll be awesome if I can get it by the end of October. All right, so I will be back. What day is it today? It's the 16th, I think. Okay, so I'm going to send out an email tomorrow morning. It'll let you know whether I'll be live Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm making some changes to my schedule, and so I still would like to come live 3 times a week, Mondays and Fridays for sure. I'm just deciding on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So I will get that all sorted today. It'll be in my newsletter email tomorrow morning. Okay, so watch for that, and I will see you guys all real soon. So happy Monday, happy stamping, and don't forget to play along with this week's creative challenge. Okay, have a wonderful day, and we'll see you all real soon. Cheers.